Good morning, Britain. 9 children among 19 dead in New York City's worst fire disaster in 30 years. New since you emerged from the...
Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
Happy
So no
Christmas.
Christmas dinner, but it took us over a week.
Christmas variant.
The Christmas variant.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure
was
there'll be
quite
more
kind.
now. That you've sort of, you've been triple jabbed, you've had the bug.
Yeah, I do. Do you know what I feel, Richard? I feel like how many doses, how many vaccines do we need now? Because that means we are now protected.
Well, in
Only
America,
we had it because of the success of the vaccination program.
Right. Yep.
It does feel like that is a phrase that it is probably something that we're moving toward now.
Right. Was it 1 in 4?
Yes, in some hospitals.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure whether I'm going to rather than a guideline.
Oh God, I don't. Especially not.
With a Royal Connection.
We're confusing you now, aren't we?
Has read out a minute agreed to by both the government and Novak Djokovic, where he quashes the decision to cancel Novak Djokovic's visa. And if you've been infected, that gives you immunity from COVID, will give for not getting vaccinated, because immunity gives you protection. And it's come to the fore with this argument with Novak Djokovic, hasn't it?
But just like
argue the case here, whether you're a resident or a visitor.
Sure.
When do you stop shedding the virus if you've had COVID?
Well,
it's whether you get vaccinated or not, and keep your job, because you will lose it if you're not vaccinated.
It's not just a personal.
But with exemption from the state
not about that matter, but when it comes to celebrating of gallons of milk are thrown away.
Absolutely.
Because people simply on the use-by date, they see it as a deadline and they chuck it away.
Yes, good morning, Britain. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme.
Welcome back to the programme.
Very nice. A bit like you did, but a bit later than you. You got it before Christmas, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. We got it. We tested clear on Wednesday and Thursday, and here we are. And how did you... I didn't find...
To us,
it was kind
wasn't
of
it?
like sinusitis, you know, Ben, wasn't it? Nothing went down there.
Yeah, that's right.
But do you feel psychologically...
Now we've each had 3 vaccine doses. Doctor in the house to tell us. Dr. Hillary will be here a little bit later on.
No, in America...
It's a full personalised diagnosis.
They're beginning to say that we shouldn't be getting any more booster jabs. We should now...
It was a phrase that was sort of anathema 2 years ago, wasn't it?
But now
it's being rolled out, repeated. We heard the Health Secretary say it, we've had the Prime Minister say it. Imagine that there are NHS staff who are screaming right now saying you have no idea how much pressure we're under in hospitals.
Yes, although hospitalisations are much lower now.
So that's definitely an issue. We will talk to Dr. Hillary about that a little bit later on, but we have dreadful news coming out of New York this morning. 9 children among 19 people killed at an apartment block in the city. It's the worst fire there in the city for more than 30 years.
It's a dreadful story, this. I'm sorry to bring it to you at this time. Dozens more are being treated in hospital as we speak. The firefighters are telling media that the smoke was, in their experience, completely unprecedented. They've never fought a fire like this. And they have found victims on every single floor of this 19-storey building.
We're going to be speaking to Winter Thomas, who you saw in that report, lived on the 9th floor of the building, managed to escape the blaze with her mum and her siblings. Going to talk to her a little bit later on this morning. Now, here's Ranveer with the rest of the day. Coming up with a pudding for this. Can I say, it was a story in your news.
Back from the States on Friday, there was a half a carton of milk still in the fridge from when we'd left.
You wouldn't use it on your cereal.
Cook, yes,
Okay.
but I'm not
So
a baker.
you buy it down Greg's, but you wouldn't...
What, the platinum pudding?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Were you going to go on with your recipe?
Well, I was simply going to say that we were talking about it this morning. You forget these connections with royal
pudding.
Not a pudding.
But yes, you know, I got confused by the fact that you drink curdled milk directly after it's gone on. Milk, bad choice. Right, 18 minutes past 6. I think your milk's going to stay fresh right now because it is still very, very cold. Here's Laura. Laura, thank you very much indeed. Still to come on Good Morning Britain, remembering a Hollywood trail.
But first, we're going to get the news, the travel and the weather wherever you're watching.
See you in a moment. Morning's newspapers, Boris Johnson due to the Mail's Andrew Pearce. As you were speaking, Dr. Hillary, we have some breaking news from Australia, which is that Novak Djokovic has apparently won his appeal against us, and for Novak Djokovic to be released from detention in 30 minutes with his passport and personal effects.
Did you say 30 minutes?
Yeah, so it's probably already happened. It notes Djokovic was allowed until 8:30 a.m. when he was originally detained to respond to the notification to cancel his visa. The decision has just been made, and Mark Beretta is there for how he will get on. Because Greg Rosetsky, former British Hillary, thanks very much indeed. And we are going to discuss the the big story of the day, the platinum pudding.
Way to talk about it and discuss possible recipes. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
See you in a moment.
Welcome back. It's 6:47. Now, a nationwide baking competition to find a brand new pudding dedicated to Her Majesty the Queen will be held to mark her Platinum Jubilee this summer. To talk about the search for the Queen's perfect pud, the Platinum Pudding, we're joined by family not coming down to London. She put it right in one television address. She turned the whole thing round. I still think it might be okay.
It was a revolution.
No ceremony, no glamorous red carpet.
Got a brand new competition for you as well this morning. It's worth £130,000, and Andy is at the Shard.
And he's doing the sniff test because Morrison's is the first supermarket to get rid of a pint of milk, which has been in the kitchen for 3 weeks.
It was fine. Milk lasts virtually forever these days. God knows what they do to it. All right, then, let's take a look at the weather now. Laura's got the news.
Right, let's have a look at the front pages of this morning's newspapers. Boris Johnson due to announce his plan by March on how... "22 minutes past 7, a devastating fire has ripped through an apartment